Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the Wacker-Neuson RD12 1.2-ton roller. First of all, this is one of the staple units for Wacker-Neuson's fleet. It's been around for a long time, but it has just been freshly redesigned. And that is mainly due to the voice of customer events that Wacker-Neuson has been holding now. So what we do is we take our equipment in, we go to matter experts and our dealers in their technical side, their service side, and we get their feedback on what they'd like to see. And we've done some really good updates. Some of these updates include things like a sloped hood now. This hood on the original unit used to come out at a right angle and go straight down. What this does is allows the operator to simply see the front two corners of the machine so they can safely operate it against a curb or wall. Very, very convenient. When you're talking about an operator coming up close to a wall or a curb, the other issue that came up in the older model is that the drive motor casing right here would grind up against the concrete, damaging both the unit and the concrete. Now we've recessed the drive motors in so that they're flush with the with the drums. And so we've taken a lot of the headache out of the old machine. Some of the other things, a larger water tank fill port. You can see that you can fit a massive water hose in here. And then also, to make it very quick to drain, on the other side here, we have a much larger water drain port. This is much larger than what used to be there. And so for seasonal maintenance or simply just draining the water tank, it's very, very quick, very easy. This is a solid ROPS unit. You can see that the ROPS here is folded forward. In normal configuration, it would be more or less vertical. One thing I wanted to point out though is that with the solid ROPS units, they do fold forward. We make a foldable ROPS unit as well, but we don't have one in stock that I can show you. The point here is that it just takes 2 bolts to fold down the solid ROPS, so it's really not that difficult of a process to fold down the solid ROPS unit. You could save a little bit of money if your customer is price sensitive. Ergonomically, the machine now has been redesigned to benefit the operator a little bit better. Of course, you have the steering wheel roller here. We have lights indicating water pump, engine oil, and vibration. You have a variable speed resistor for your water pump. This is when you're spraying the drums for asphalt purposes. You want to be able to vary your water spray. Your high and low speed on and off switch, cup holder, of course. The other thing here that is new is we used to have a low fuel light, much like a motorcycle, and it would be a red light that came on when you're running low on fuel and you just had to fill it up and you had to watch for that light to come on. Now we've got an actual analog water tank gauge and the analog fuel gauge here. No electronics to worry about. Very simple, doesn't break down very easily, and now the operator knows exactly how much water and how much fuel is in the machine at all times. Simple operation really, forward, reverse. This red button turns on and off your vibration. The blue button turns on and off the water pump for asphalt applications. Your emergency brake right here. If we flip this lid forward, you can see we're using the Honda V-twin engine. Very, very reliable unit. And this unit is also engineered for maintenance ease. That being said, everything's readily available. Your oil dipstick, oil fill. This, I believe, is your oil drain, and this, I believe, is your hydraulic oil drain. Very, very simple to use, quick turnover time. There's even a nice sight glass here for your hydraulic fluid reservoir. Fuel tanks right here, all plastic. Very, very good machine. These machines are traditionally used for asphalt application and for granular soil compaction. But one thing that we've noticed lately is that a lot of golf courses will use them for rolling turf, getting ultra flat surfaces. So now landscapers are starting to look at these units as well in larger applications. A very wide-ranging unit. Final control on here, your choke, because this is a gasoline model in a cold weather application, simple to use choke, very conveniently located. And then just the last part, we have your battery under here, operator manual. Because the serial number decal plates like to get blown off with pressure washers in between rentals, we've now put the serial number plate inside the unit so that it retains the serial number through the life of the unit. One final thing that I want to mention here is if you were flying this unit with a crane on site, please remember it's fully articulating, meaning that all of the articulation goes through a single heavy-duty joint here. When you're lifting it from the lift points with the crane, very essential that you use the lock bar. That's why it's painted red. You don't want this lock bar on when you're operating it, but you definitely want it on there when you're flying it with the crane so that it saves wear and tear on this bearing here. And I believe that's it for the RD12. Roller, drum, 1.2 ton. Very, very good machine, and it's been the backbone of our fleet for years.